Hello YouTube, Oberon Blade here, and this is Agricultural Simulator 2013. Welcome back. I've advanced the days a few times, so now it's actually the next month. And my cows are starting to make noises. I think it's because they don't have any of these corn left. I'm not sure if feeding them on grass works or anything like that, but just feeding them on grass and hay. So I do this. It's kind of a stupid method. I have not discovered if there is a smart method how to get these sacks out of the silo, or the corn from the silo. I had to use the seeder actually. I wonder if I can put on more than 4. Yes, I can. So I had to use this seeder to grab the corn and just like unload here, which is sort of a stupid method, I think. I mean, there should be a smarter way, right? Also, as I said, I've advanced the days a bunch, so this stuff has grown up. Please disregard the sunflowers that is seen on the grass. I wasn't aware that the machine was on seeding mode when I was filling it up. So let's just advance the days a couple of more times and we'll see what happens. Now, there. Are the sunflowers done? I mean, I know the wheat is done, but are the sunflowers done, or do they need more time? I mean, from what I can tell, they were planted the same day, and the sunflowers, they don't seem to be of different colors. I mean, all of them looks exactly the same, so that lead me to believe that, yeah, now is the time to harvest them. So let's do that, shall we? See if I get good or bad results. I'm gonna harvest the wheat in Tempomat 3, which is what the UIG forum admin or something like that is saying. So let's do that. Yeah, as I said, the seeder was on seeding when I was filling it up, so that's why we have a row of sunflowers growing here as well. But yeah, screw it. A lot of people, well, not a lot of people, but some people do want me to continue playing this series, and I am very appreciative of you know, the comments you give, and especially the help as well. You know, I really appreciate everything that you know, the support that you're giving me in this. And yes, we don't need a tractor anymore, or this time. So you know, I want to continue playing this, but at the same time I want to make a profit when I do my stuff. So if it turns out that the seed or the wheat and the sunflower seeds don't yield crap, basically, then there is one more option, and that is basically, as someone suggested, to reinstall the entire game. I have to check up where the game files are and all that. I bought it from Gamersgate, so it's a digital copy. So I have to check up on information about you know, where those files are, and I just hope I still have the confirmation email so I can, you know, use that to download, and if I can download from there, and then, you know, which version is it they have there, can I patch it up, or, you know, a bunch of very interesting questions. On the other hand, I failed to see how that would work. I mean, you're not supposed to restart. Well, actually that is not yes, that is. You should not really need to restart a game after installing an update. So yeah, we'll see. I've been playing SimCity. I enjoy the game. I was a bit overconfident first, you know, when I bought it, or before I bought it, because in the last episode, if you remember, I said that I doubt I will have as many problems as the people in America have. Actually, I did have the same amount of problem as the people in America. Let's see, we turn this off, we lift this up, and we're gonna save. Harvesting wheats. There we go. And we go there, down, and of course Tempomat 3. The servers were still, you know, crappy, you know, even though it was released a few days earlier in America, and EA basically knew how many pre-orders that had been done, not only through their service but through other digital downloads and store purchases. So, you know, I can understand people's frustration, because I felt it too. And 400. Well, I didn't use 400 for that row, that's one thing. I used 500 for the entire seating, I think. I have no idea. I had the same problem with getting connected and all that. And the funny thing is, their FAQ, you know, frequently asked questions about Origin. Question 20 is, I've heard that there is problems with playing online. Will I be affected with my game if the servers are down? No, the single playing option will never be affected by server download or server status. 90% of the people that's bought SimCity are playing single player mode, and it is affected by EA's server status. So a fact that was updated, or FAQ, sorry, that was updated in I think March 7th this year. Okay, why did I only get 655 from that when I got 400 from the previous one? It's the same amount of stupid game. So basically the fact that was updated way after they got involved with Maxis about making that game is blatantly lying, because it tells us that, you know, single player version of the game is not affected and stupid. You're supposed to start, son of a Tempomat 3. You can see that not all of the wheat was registered as being harvested. You see the big patch in the middle there? Nothing. Why? Because this game sucks, basically. It's way buggy, and it's not fun playing it when it is like this. Well, the result is still, I don't know. Is it better than from my corn? I have no idea. Stop. back up. So yeah, the entire first day I was unable to play for very long periods of time, and also when it came to, I don't know if you guys played the game yet or if you intend to, but basically you pick a map or a region, right? And this region has somewhere between 3 and 16 city spots, and you pick a city, and you know, when you click on a city spot, you get, you know, the basic information about what resources are available there, and then there's a claim button. So I was doing that, and I was told constantly over and over again, cannot claim the region at this time, please try again later. So I kept trying and trying and trying, and nothing, basically, you know. For a long time I was very much unable to claim the zone, so I backed out, not claim the zones, but, you know, claim the city spots in the region. So I backed out and all that, and lost connection, restarted and all that, and then when I get back and managed to get, you know, onto a server that is functional or operational, what happens is that the game has registered me as claiming in those regions, but not just claiming the city, but claiming the entire region. So out of the 10 slots of, I don't know, save files that you can have, which gives you 10 regions, I have used up all of them. And then when I tried to delete them, I was unable to, because they are cloud saves, and again I need to be connected to the server, and the server needs to understand what it is that I'm doing before it allows me to do it. So the synchronizing between the server and my computer, it just wasn't doable, you know. And then eventually I managed to get in and start playing and record. Actually the next day, early in the morning when the rest of Europe were asleep, I managed to start playing, and wait, before I get to that part of the story, the thing was that once I did that, one time when I restarted, I was told that there is no, the server is busy, you know, pick another server if you want to play right away. And I was given a timer like 20 minutes, and not that the server would be available that I could play in 20 minutes, but no, in 20 minutes we will try and reconnect with the server. So okay, I checked the server status, and I found the server Oceania or Oceanic 1, and it says, you know, ready, available, whatever the word is, in green. So I selected that server. I'm fully well aware that whatever save that the cloud or the game has made, it's auto-saving all the time, and then syncing up with the server if you want to quit. So there is no save or load button, so you can't try out stuff anyway. So you, well, yeah, you can try stuff and all that, and then, you know, revert to a previous save. So I picked another server and was given, even though it said it was available, I was given like 20 minutes, server is busy, pick another server if you want to play right away. So I went back to my previous server, which is Europe, and and just, you know, tried to play. Didn't happen. I was, you know, checking out videos on YouTube and all that, and checking the timer. When it reached 0, it basically just restarted. So what to do? And from at this point, I've been able to play for, I had to do the tutorial, which I sort of just went through. I mean, there's no choice. First time you start the game, you must do the tutorial. Again, this is a stupid concept. Don't force players to do something, okay? And okay, back to this game. People said that they've seen people use the cutter. Someone said in the comments that they've seen someone use the cutter, and others say use the same attachment as for the wheat. So I'm going to be using this attachment and see what happens. At least this row if this, provide me with some type of harvest. Again, Tempomat 3. Well, it is giving me, well, maybe not giving me something, but at least it's removing something. Whoa. Yeah, harvesting 5,000. Good. That's a lot of sunflowers. So basically, I've been spending, 6.5, 7 hours trying to play this game, which I bought, and I've been able to play maybe, if you not calculate the time spent in the tutorial, which was about 20 minutes at the most, maybe I got a chance to play for 30 minutes in total. Maybe. I don't recall exactly the amount of time. But, let's try Tempomat. Let's see, how much did I get for that? 356. Let's try Tempomat 2. See if that one is better. So, yeah. So the next day, when I woke up, again, I get up like 3 hours before I have to head to work. Just, give me a chance to wake up in my own time, have some coffee, play some games, check YouTube, emails and stuff like that. Basically get ready in my own pace, which is what I enjoy. I noticed that EA has patched the game, or at least added more servers, but I picked the servers that I thought I picked before, and it was available. And so, starting up a new city, I figured I played it enough, I figure I know enough, and what I don't know I learn as I play. But let's just do a recording and see what happens. 487. So what? 356 to 487. That's a crappy result. So I guess it's not Tempomat 3 then, 2, because that one gives even worse result. But whatever, I will not get 10 times the result of planting this stuff. So far I haven't really gotten what I planted. Down boy. There we go. So I started playing, but I figured, okay, I can't make a judgment call on this at this time, because it's early in the morning, and as I said, the rest of you are asleep, so there's not a heavy server load. Of course there are Americans online and awake. I don't know if they would pick a server in Europe because of ping and all that, but anyway, there were more servers to pick from, and there was a lot of them were green. So I played and recorded, and it worked. I think I did 2 recordings in a row there. I'm not sure, just to make sure. And then when I got back home, I did check again when I got home after work that day, and I got home around noon. No, not around noon, sorry. When did I get home? Yes. Around 2. I got home around 2. And I was doing a recording again. I still had access to the server, could still play the game. But a few times I got disconnect from server, and that sort of bothered me a bit, because that was when I found the information about the server. Let's just clear out this path, shall we? Anyway, I got 961 units of that, which is crap, if you ask me. So yeah, I don't really know what's gonna happen here now. The result of my harvesting is not on par with the results others are getting when they are harvesting. One thing that might be the reason for this, that I thought of, is that maybe it's the seeder, that's the culprit. What I mean by that is that I was plowing and then cultivating and all that. And then I bought the seeder, which pre-cultivates as well before you harvest or before planting, all in one go. So what that means is that my field was double cultivated before planting. So I don't know if sort of that bugged out the game, or it's too cultivated to be planted. 961. Yeah, there's no change. Any suggestions if that might be the case? I mean, am I just grasping at straws here, or could that be a feasible reason? What is the next logical step for me now, do you think? Short of uninstalling and reinstalling the game. Should I start anew again? Maybe pick another map. Maybe the American map is not working properly. Maybe I should pick the Tuscany map or something like that. What do you think? Is that an option, you think? Should I maybe get better results if I do that? Yeah, that's I mean, I can do that, just comment on what you think I should do in this case, and see if the results are better. I mean, I picked the American map because I figure why not, right? It's a map as good as any, but if it's the map itself that is buggy, then yeah, sure, let's try another map and see what happens. That will keep me from being frustrated, and also I will have more cheerful commenting going on, and I will actually be able to make some advancements here. And yeah, this is crap. Also, the corn here, whenever you transfer whatever you have in the silos from one container to another, like from the silo to a transport wagon, like the blue one over there, and something like that, you lose some of what it is that you're doing. So yeah, it sucks. So yeah, be careful when you do transferring of stuff. You're not supposed to lose stuff just because you transfer from one spot to another. But never mind. So okay, what about back to SimCity? Well, yeah, see the shades. The shadow is still available even though the plant isn't. So yeah, let me know what you think I should do here. If I should start on a new map, because selling the sunflowers is not an option. I'm way out of corn, at the moment. I didn't make enough money to buy stuff, and as you can see, I'm down to 118,000 and I need 145 to get the baler for this crap here, but I don't know. I don't think I can continue on this map or this gameplay or this playthrough here because of the problem. So the logical option for me would be to pick a new map, start off fresh on a new map. The gameplay should be the same, but give me suggestions on which map you want me to play. I guess there are 2 other maps. Let's see, which maps is there. We have Tuscany, Alpine, and USA. So yeah, I can do scenario. That's not even included in the game yet. Oh, funny. And they are talking about adding multiplayer in the next patch or something, or they're adding multiplayer by the 23rd of March or something like that, but it's not a patch, or I don't know. UIG are not the best at giving information. So anyway, I'm playing SimCity as well, and I'm enjoying it. And you know, with the addition of the extra servers, most of the time the server load is acceptable, but there are peak times when it's not. So yeah, you have to be prepared for that if you're playing the game. I would love to play with you guys, or basically I would love to have you in the same region as me. The thing is that even though if you pick a region with like 16 cities and 4 hotspots for regional construction, you cannot trade between these regions or these cities. You know, it's still 4 pockets of 4 cities connected by road or rail. But if one of your cities in this big region has one of those departments of something, like in one of my cities I built a department of utilities, which basically unlocked the ability to have the advanced versions of water tower, wind power, and sewage treatment and all that throughout the region. So even if you're not connected to, you know, those cities via road or rail, you still get access to the things there. You know, you can still benefit from doing that. So okay, that's enough of me rambling about another game, but you know, it would be fun to play with you guys if you want to. Since I figured the regions would be available even if you're not playing, because you know, it's your gameplay, so it's save file somewhere. Anyway, give me your suggestions about what to do from this point on. As you saw, neither wheat, sunflower, or corn is yielding very well. As I said, it could have been because I double cultivated it and it's like over cultivated. I'm just throwing it out there as a possible idea for a bug, or you know, possible bug and a reason for why my yields are crap. Or it's like the entire, you know, the combination of utilities that I'm using, or machinery and extensions and all that, it is just not working. Or there's another underlying bug that, you know, is affecting some of us but not all of us. I don't know. So, you know, I think the best option would be to change to another map, start fresh, chase the animals, hide them away, you know, things like that, replant and whatever. So give me your comments, and we move on from there, shall we? I'm sorry, but I don't really want to redo everything, because you've seen me do this a couple of times already, and it feels like I'm just walking around in circles to you guys. You know, you're looking forward to watching my videos, which I very much appreciate, and then you just see me rehash the same maneuvers all the time. I mean, you haven't seen me use the baler, you haven't seen me sell stuff. Oh, speaking of that, someone asked me where do you sell stuff, so I will actually go and show the person where to sell stuff. I did try to write it in the comments, but visual aids. Okay, so we take our little speedy pickup truck here. Okay, this is the USA map, and as you can see, I'm driving away. So on that side there, you have the chicken coop and the cellar, right? So just follow this road. You see those 2 silos over there? Those are the ones you want to go to, right? So just stick on the road here, stick on the left, so to speak, or stay on the left fork there, and it will get you there eventually. So, woohoo, 103. That's a bit fast, isn't it? Oh well. So, I don't know where it is on the other maps because I haven't played them. Did I just bypass? No, it's not. No, it's over there. So here you are. You're coming into this little, no, not little, but this building over here. A lot of flags flying in the breeze and all that. Cars, but no people. So I guess this is zombified. So you drive up to the gate like this, and you press the X button, which is to open doors and open gates. And here is where you sell your your resources, you know, the seed and all that, and you can buy stuff there. Also, don't be discouraged if what you see here isn't, you know, on par with what you expected, because like I'm saying, there's two different types now, but it could swap out, you know, whatever. And if you want to sell stuff, you know, machinery and all that, you drive here. You know, you see this shopping cart? So if you press the tab key, you see all this information, and you have the sell button, right? And this is the money you get. So if you have like an extension, disconnect the extension, you know, park the connection here, the extension here, sorry, park the extension here, disconnect, drive away with a truck or tractor, walk back and press tab, you know, sell it, because, you know, there is risk of bugging out and all that if you keep it attached and such. So that's where you sell your equipment. Now if you want to sell your logs, which you have 3 of, I can show you where to do that, and then we end the episode. Well, I can go to full circle, I guess. Anyway, a log, you just back up to the log with your tractor, and you get this attachment option. At this point, that's a good thing that there is no one else around, because anyway, this is where you sell the log. Yeah, we get that sign with us, because it will move back and forth over the road since you attach it on the short end. So here are the logs. I guess you can buy more logs if you want to, but you just drive up here, release the log, and you drive out this way. Yes, without hitting stuff like I did. But I blame the freaking tree and leaves and all that jazz. I don't know why they incorporated, you know, logs on your farm. What kind of purpose do they fill? Do you use them on the field somehow? I don't know. Anyway, if I continue this road, I eventually get back to town, or the small, very small village, and this is the market square up ahead. Here, right? On the right is that woman, which is basically the only other person in the game, and she's just standing there. This is where I bring my milk and eggs when I want to sell it, because I think that she's basically the seller for that. Also, that there is where you buy and sell your animals. If you want to buy animal, you drive up there with your truck and your animal transport, open the gates, and, you know, you pull the animals to the animal transport, and they walk in and you pay for it. And if the other way around, you know, I showed that in I think episode 10 or 11, when I was selling my 1 sheep and a couple of pigs. There is no big animal trailer though. You can buy and sell horses, you can buy and sell pigs and sheep, but that's about it. Also, if you want to buy some equipment or, you know, some other stuff, like here, let's get out. Okay, so here are some hay bales or straw bale, 7 units or 7 per unit, and you can buy some corn bags, some empty milk jugs, but you don't need to buy empty milk jugs because they just get restocked in your cellar all the time. So yeah, I guess that's it, and we go full circle and we take this way back home. The buildings that you see up ahead there, the roofs, the gray roofs, that's for the kindergarten. Yeah, but the things you see up on the hill, well, you can't get to it. I say that this is a kindergarten because of the playground inside there. I just noticed that there's a market stall there as well, so maybe you can sell stuff. Oh yeah, there's ice cream. So it's a small. Maybe they will, maybe it was designed as such that they pay more for wheat, maybe, or for eggs, so they can make milk. No, for the milk, so they can make ice cream. I don't know. I think the UIG won a lot with this game, and they didn't incorporate all of it. But they have the the bookmark for it, but there is no content, I guess you can say. So that's full circle. Now we basically explore the entire map. The road I didn't turn down to when I was leaving my farm would only lead to the market, city, town location where I would just were at. I would not take you to the big markets, big place with the big silos things. Yeah, I'm very technical with my information today. Anyway, I think it's time to wrap this up. So, thank you for watching. I'm Oberon Blade, and this is Agricultural Simulator 2013. Bye bye.